Fuck the intro right now. Everybody, come on in. Hey, Elizabeth Hill. Just not in a mood. Just in a bad mood right now. It's one of those moments that I decided to go live because of someone. It involves that 2-bit bitch and her that I helped out and her pedophile husband. Of the YouTube channel The Neighbors. Listen, how it all started when I first met them. See, back then, I didn't know about looking up people's info. Never been into that stuff. Hey, Daniel, I've never been into looking up people's criminal backgrounds, trying to find out if they committed that style of background. That's never been me. But how I first met them was when I back in 2010 when I first created my channel. I was subscribed to a prank channel known as Pranksters in Love. It was a young couple that were engaged at the time, pulling pranks on each other, and ended up engaged on one of their prank videos. Hey Mojo Juniper, here, I subscribed to their vlog channel that they had, and basically they did the ordinary vlogs like Mike and Bridget do, and when it came to like 2000, in between 2010 and 2014, one day in that time period, that couple said, we're off to the neighbors, and here they vlogged their, hey Steve C, they vlogged that couple on their channel, and here, I didn't know who they were at first. I didn't know their background. At the time, I was like, we'll see. And then all of a sudden in 2014, that couple started up their channel because that pranking couple started and gave them the name The Neighbors. So they ran with that name. I was because how I didn't know how to run the criminal background checks at the time, or what to look for, and I was subscribed to their channel, didn't know what anything about them was. I treated them nicely, and then about 20 before the whole pandemic hit, I went over there and out because I didn't know his criminal history. I went over there and helped him as a nice person that I am with yard work and moving some of the stuff that they were trying to move on their way to New Hampshire. And then all of a sudden, they blindsided me with said allegations that I was a creep on the verge of pedophilia. they tried pushing his criminal background onto me. And it's and that's right, Mojo. After I put my sweat and tears into helping them, never said any at the time, never said anything bad about them. And they did that whole thing about hugging, like a hug, while stabbing me in the back earlier this year with the whole allegations. And in their current video that they did, she is she's the one that's playing victim, like calling me a person that she thought of as a friend when she's the one that stabbed me in the back. And hey, Big Hoss. And here, she went on saying that, basically accusing me of having trolls attack her and her husband while on while her mother-in-law was almost in her on her deathbed, going into her deathbed, and then eventually passing. She calls me some friend for all these trolls attacking her. When his speckled pup, here, she accused me of being some friend for it. But ever since the whole altercation, I barely mentioned him, if not never mentioning him at all until tonight. And here, when I found out that he was a registered tier 3 offender, he they every time someone, from what I heard, every time someone would go in to their comment sections of their videos and comment something about that, stating that he was one, those people told me there other people would tell me that those comments would get deleted, like they're trying to cover their image. When he's the one that's a former Los Angeles Unified School District music teacher who had his way with who knows how many young females under the ages of 18, but only got charged with like 2 or 3 young females. And here, every time that a troll would go after him, up until I blocked their crap stuff, she would message me begging me to have the trolls stop. Like I'm supposed to be this puppeteer controlling these trolls what to say or do. I don't control them. And she would give those lame ass apologies saying that she's sorry. She should have never said anything. Right, Mojo. What do they what do they expect? A pat on the back? What his charges were time served when he was before the trial. Basically lifetime probation. And he has to be on the registry. And with me here, I'm not. They brought the person that they brought in behind my back to try to cause me to be said pedophile was a person that was a victim themselves, which I'm not saying their name. She was trying to make him, she was trying to have him paint the picture like I was some bad guy. She was trying to ruin me mentally when I've never done anything to her. And the reason why is that the way I think of it, this is just the way that I'm thinking of, is that is possibly two reasons. One, she didn't want my channel to grow. And two, I was hanging out with Tina D. Here, I'm one of those people. Hey, Jesse. Hey, honey. Um, and the people that did the whole accusations, Jesse knows them who they are as well. Because they treated her, the lady in the videos treated her like shit in a live stream. Hey, bae. When 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 all this bullshit happened, they blindsided me. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want his past coming to light. And the place, the thing is that she used to do the crafting live streams and go to a place to sell those said crafts that she did. She had her husband drive her to that place. And there were families there that had their children there. All the families that were there, their children were the ages of 16 and younger. And basically, when, yeah, Mojo, they are scumbags. When they, and here, I used to, when she first started live streaming, you're, um, you're right, Mojo. He shouldn't even be on the internet. His PO is doing a poor ass job. And with him, hey Jeff, with him, thanks Twirly, with him, he's one of those guys that would sit behind the camera and record his wife, or when they're going out somewhere, he drives her to her doctor's appointment, and then he'll sit there quietly going, "Yes, dear. Yes, dear." And basically, hey, Jane, basically she'll let he'll let his wife control the videos. And when and here they got like 3 channels, like what Steve Billings showed with the on the live stream that um they that he did about the incident. Him and her have that the main channel that they do the vlogs on. They have a paranormal one which they haven't. Hey, Bay. Um, they have a paranormal one which they haven't posted on in like 6 years or more. They she has one bath bombs channel where she would wear like those bath bombs. Yeah, Jesse, their channel's called The Neighbors. Kind of like how Tina's Cash App's The Neighbor. I mean, Neighbor. But their channel is NIGHBORS. Here, she has that bath bombs channel where she would show the bath bombs products with the jewelry in that. Here, she had that channel, which she hasn't posted it on it in about like a couple years now. Just gonna make sure. Um, um, the oh, the last live stream that she did on the Bath Bombs channel was happened to be around this time 2 years ago. I wasn't trashing them. I just mentioned that they. I just mentioned that they. At the beginning of the stream, I was describing how I met that couple that did the whole pedophilia bit, the accusation wise on me. I met him through a channel that did pranks and then the daily vlogs, just like Mike and Bridget. But her daughter from a previous marriage has her own channel, which the daughter hasn't uploaded on it in 8 years. And with this couple, with her, when she married this guy, she had her daughter in the same household with him. From the I don't know I don't know how old she was when they got married. I don't want to know. And here, when they were living in Corona, California, they um I the daughter of the lady in that did the whole accusations against me, her daughter graduated from the same high school I did, but years after me. And the age difference between me and her daughter is 6 years. Here, I graduated from the high school that I'm not going to name. I graduated from that high school in 2006. Her daughter graduated from that same high school that I graduated in 2012. Here, with her, what with the whole trolling, I'm stating it now. If any, hey Bambi, if any trolling happens to her, I am not involved with it. My hands are clean. With her, she chose the life of being with a tier 3 offender. Once you're once a person she see hey Star Meadows, with her, she thinks that a tier 3 offender isn't that bad. She thinks that a tier 3 is is one of those things where you could sweep under the rug. No. A tier 3 offender means you have to register on the registry for the rest of your natural living life. There's no escaping from it. And with her, if anything happens, whether who knows what will happen, but I stating it now, I will not be accused by her of having trolls go after her. It's their own choice whether or not they want to go after someone. With, I know you do, Mojo, with Carlos, back in like February, March time frame, a couple that I used to be friends with accused me in that late February, early March time frame, accused me of being like a pedo or the P word. And her husband is on the registry as a tier 3. And they tried sweeping his crime under the rug and pinning it on me. And I was dreading doing this live stream for quite some time. But what I know, Gene, but here, what really set me off was when I saw a clip of her calling me a person that she thought was her friend. And here, she's the one that stabbed me in the back. I didn't stab her in the back. when and here on their main channel, um they have almost they have 4.46K subscribers. And like they're pretending to be this happy um that couple that um accused me of being that predator, Isaac, is basically projecting the fact that I had all the trolls go after her and her husband when I never had a thing to do with it. It was when everybody found out that he was a tier 3, and I never knew about his past. I never knew what sites to go on to about the background checks and everything. But um he but they were trying to basically cause me that channel, the neighbors, the, um she said that I was some friend she when I never knew about his criminal past. That's them. The ones that they're the ones that everybody thought that was my actual neighbors when it's their channel name. They uh, had basically no, they did this video called Some Explanation, where they basically did that subliminal messages attacking me. And with them, I haven't talked about them in months. And um the guy in the photo right here is the tier 3. They were saying that I basically saying a person we had that we thought of as a friend, and when and that they were saying that I basically was having everybody coming after her and her husband when her mother-in-law was on their death was on her deathbed basically. Thank you, Raven. And I'm just speaking my piece about it. Every time that someone would comment things about it, they would delete them and block their channel. They would even do it to me. But that's why I decided to go live just to speak my mind on this whole thing. No. But I'm gonna end it here. Just thought I'd get this off my chest. Catch you guys. I will, Rachella. well, gonna end it here, guys. Bye.